if she likes him more, if he does better to turn her on and please her sexually, mentally, physically, all of that, just does better than you, then guess what? With you, now you are number 2. And because you are number 2, she has to treat you less. It's competition. I told you, girls compete with other women, and then they compete with the men that they have. And if they have multiple, you guys are competing against each other. So now she expects every single man to live up to what she expects, her expectations. You see how crazy it is? But that's the game for you guys, for a lot of these women. What is up, my BBossBaddies and my bad man fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about signs that she has another man. Now, you can say it's cheating because technically it's cheating, but then again, it depends on your status, right? If you guys aren't together, if you have friends with benefit, or you're in the friend zone, then it's technically not cheating, right? But this is just gonna help you figure out if she's dealing with another person, has somebody else on the side. And yes, so you guys know, make sure you check out my Patreon. I have a video that's actually going up today, so make sure you check it out. You only will see it on Patreon. Of course, make sure you check out my second YouTube channel. If you already did, thank you so much. Honestly, it means a lot because I want to take that channel as serious as this one. So you guys already know we start from 5, go down to 1. So that means what? You gotta watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. So number 5 on my list is spends a lot of time at work. Oh, you guys, can you believe this excuse all the time? Oh, I'm working overtime. I have overtime. Oh, it's Sunday. I never worked a Sunday in my life, but I'm working Sunday today, and I'm working an 8, 9, 10, 12-hour shift. Okay. All right. Oh, you got the promotion. Now you have to work more hours. Okay. Now it's, oh, I work every day. I can see you once a month. Crazy, right? Once every 2 weeks. Crazy, right? Oh, I can't all month this month. Crazy, right? This is how it goes with a woman that has the whole excuse of, I got another man. I got to go to work. I have work. This happens because she has to go see her other man. It's literally the work is the man. So when she's going to see the man, that means she's telling you it's work. But I'm telling you the secret right now, substitute work for a man. So when she tells you, I got work, and it seems off, it seems like you don't work that much, you seem like, oh, how do you have work and you've been turning up, or I see you in your snap and you're just chilling at somebody's crib, you know? And let things add up in your mind. Don't let yourself just discard all of that, because a lot of times guys will be like, oh, you know what, it's okay, she's working a lot, you know, I want to credit her for all of that, like she's putting in work, she's grinding. You guys, meanwhile, she's just dealing with another guy and she's fooling you. So don't get caught up in the foolish ways of these women, okay? So let's move on to the next thing. Number 4 on my list is secretive, keeps to herself. Now this one's very important. Although it's at number 4, it's very important, because when a woman is dealing with another man, she becomes secretive and keeps to herself because she has to limit what she says to you, to be careful with her, with what she's doing, right? She has to be careful with how she's gonna be moving now, because it's like everything is possibly a risk. She can say the wrong thing, she can do the wrong thing, and instantly you're gonna know now, oh, she has another man. She can't slip up, so she has to say less. And that's also part of her defense mechanism of trying to, you know, protect herself in a way where it's like, oh, I have to say less, oh, I have to be so careful and move so carefully. So it's also like saying less is more, but it's only more if you, I guess, take it that way. But less in that case is really less. She has to say less because she has to be secretly moving secretly, basically. So yeah, she's gonna be secretive. She's gonna say less to you. She's gonna seem like she's closing off. She's gonna seem distant from you. She's gonna seem like, oh, you know what? Like at this point, I have other things to worry about. My life is changing, all these things. And all of a sudden it's like, you don't know nothing about her. You don't know nothing about what she's doing. And that's because she has to hide things, right? So of course, she's going to say less. You're not going to see her as much. She's going to have to hide things from you. That's because she has to keep this cover up of her having another man, okay? So let's move on to the next thing. Number 3 on my list, this is hard to turn on, not as interested. Now, hard to turn on is because she is not interested, and not interested is just her being not interested. It's for multiple different reasons, but it's her really not being interested. So when I say a woman has another man, you are now competing with the other man. If that man catches her interest, if she likes him more, if he does better to turn her on and please her sexually, mentally, physically, all of that, just does better than you, then guess what? With you, now you are number 2. And because you are number 2, she has to treat you less. She's not going to give you all of her because she actually can't. And she can't do that because she has another man. So that means she's losing interest because, first of all, if you have somebody that's better than the person that you have on the side or even used to be your main, guess what? You're going to be more interested on the other person. So now you're going to have to start distancing yourself. And when that starts happening, now you're losing interest. Now you're saying, you know what? I actually am not that into you. I'm actually not all in anymore. I'm actually seeing another person and he's better than you. That's how it is. And because he's better than you, guess what? You're going to get treated like that. And that's one thing, like, although a lot of women are smart when they move, like, you know, the things that they do, they are also not as smart because they will start doing things that are really obvious, but you have to pay attention. So when she starts actually treating you different and treating you less than what you are, then guess what? It's because she has another man. And my dog is making a lot of noise. Euro, come. Come, Euro. Yeah, okay, so pretty much he's like playing with his chew toys, so I don't know, making a mess. But anyway, so as I was saying, you guys, make sure when it comes down to her not being turned on by you anymore, you also have to remember that somebody else is pleasing her. And I said this in a different video that sometimes girls have guys for different reasons. You might just be a supplier to her and now she has somebody else that actually pleases her sexually. So therefore, you are not going to be turning her on the same way. Therefore, when she's around you, she's going to maybe just want to talk or get what she can get from you, and she has to be out. She has to go to her next appointment. She has to go to work. Remember, work? So she has to do that quickly now because she has another man. You can't do all the things that you were doing before because you can't do it as good as that other man. So she can't be all in with you anymore because she has to be about that other man as well. Just keep in mind all these small little things. And it's not so small, but I know it seems so small when you're not paying attention or you don't really know how to pay attention to it. So really watch out because I'm telling you, these girls seem like they're very, very smart, but they're not as smart as we really think because these things are almost right in front of our face. And before I move on to the next thing, I really do want to mention a lot of girls out here do laugh at men. You know, they really do take men as jokes because they feel like they're so smart and that they're getting away with everything, but they're really not. You guys can catch on to all of these things if you really pay attention because legit, these things are not that hard. Girls put it right in front of men, and this is why they don't even care. This is why they keep dealing with sin because they can do so much and get away with so much. And it's unbelievable to me in a sense because it's like, wow, how long can girls really keep doing this when this stuff is really being brought to life? But now you guys as men, you have to make the decision if you're going to even entertain it or you're going to forget about how you feel about the woman because you guys are letting your feelings for somebody literally take over instead of you being able to take over those feelings. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing on my list. And this is number 2. And this is always looking good or changing her image. Now, this is very, very important because when somebody starts, let me say women exactly because women like to do, you know, their nails, their makeup or look cute, you know, when they start dealing with another man, they have to look up to date. If it's somebody that's probably better than you or, you know, maybe has more than you, like just something that catches their eye, she can still be attracted to you and still be into you. But I say this because a lot of women, you'll catch them coming back from work and they look so good. And normally when they go to work, they look so bummy. Or apparently they've been home all day, but when you guys met up, she was looking way better than she ever did before, as if she just came back from a date. And not only that, a lot of girls will go to a date and then come meet up with you. Oh, nothing happened. You know, do their thing during the day and then they'll go see you. They'll go see you if you are the one that pleases them sexually because they just had fun with their date. The other man that they have, now it's your turn and you're the one that pleases her sexually at night. So she has to go see you. This is all like a manipulation option type of game. It's really disgusting when you think about it, but you know what? It is what it is. So let's finish with the last thing on my list, and this makes you feel less of a man. So I don't want to say too much of this because this is simple. A lot of women will make you feel less of a man for the simple fact that they found another man that's better than you, and they start saying and pointing out things that make you feel worse because they're noticing, oh, that guy is better. He has this, you don't have that. And now she's going to make you feel worse because either you actually aren't better than that other guy, or because she wants you to step up to meet up to that other guy. And you know, it's like, it's competition. I told you, girls compete with other women, and then they compete with the men that they have. And if they have multiple, you guys are competing against each other. So now she expects every single man to live up to what she expects, her expectations. You see how crazy it is? But that's the game for you guys, for a lot of these women, okay? So I hope this video helped you guys out. And if it did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on my social media. Make sure you check out my Patreon. And of course, make sure you check out my second YouTube channel. And you guys will see me in my next video. Bye, you guys.